Okay, welcome to the course intro video for Workplace Math 11. Um, and this is the hybrid course. Um, I am in the course content and I kind of want to just welcome you, show you what's here. If you have taken the Workplace Math 10 hybrid course, you are very ready for what's before you. You already have uh, experience dealing with the MathWorks curriculum, which is great, and projects and all of those things. So if you have done Workplace Math 10 hybrid, definitely let me know when you meet with me on Zoom. Additionally, I just want to let you know that after completing Workplace Math 10, you have the ability to take this course, Workplace Math 11, and there's also a course called Apprenticeship Math 12. I would say they're both equal in difficulty. They're just different content. I teach both of them, which is why I want to let you know. Sometimes students take Workplace Math 11 thinking that that's the best option for them. But if you're more of like a hands-on learner and if you want to open up your own business, I'd actually recommend taking a look at Apprenticeship Math 12. Please contact your grad advisor about that, just so that you can take a look at it. So in the course intro, I'm going to walk you through Workplace Math 11 right now. There's a little welcome here. I'm a pretty big math nerd. I've been teaching math my entire career. You can get to know me. There's a few different big ideas for the course. And if you take a look down here, you need to order some curriculum. Now, depending on what happened last year with your grade 10 course, you might actually already have the curriculum needed. You might already have the MathWorks 11 book. I'm just going to pop over here. This is what it looks like. And if you have this book, that's awesome. That is what you need. I currently have the PDF. I use that more than the paper copy just because I am working mostly online with students and I help them when they are struggling. So I screen share and I walk them through. So there are PDF opportunities, but I'm betting that you're probably going to want to have the paper copy. So I've got a little part here on ordering curriculum to show you how that works. You're not going to complete the entire book, so I'll talk about that. But once you've kind of logged into the course, you've looked around a little bit, the next thing that you need to do is you need to meet with me on Zoom. I want to get to know you a little bit. I want to help guide you through. If you have an IEP, I want to walk through that and talk about adaptations. But yeah, it's just a really great thing to do at the very beginning of the course to help you get started. Now, ordering curriculum, there's a couple different ways that you can do this. So at the top it says, did you complete Workplace Math 10 hybrid previously? If you did, you probably already have the book. So if you've seen this book, then you are good to go. But if you do not have it, number one is you can actually lend this right from our curriculum department. So this is free. You don't need to spend $1. The only thing is that you are not allowed to work in the workbook. So you would need to have a separate notepad or like a notebook and then write in that. So that's kind of the cons there. But we do have lots of these in our Learning Commons, so that is available. And our Learning Commons is kind of like our library. Option two, if you do have funding in NCOM, this is more for parents. Parents, you'd probably know if there's funding. Then you're actually able to fill out a request using this link. Let's hopefully, it pops over here. So this is the special order form, and you actually can use your curriculum to get this, and you can send this to me, and I will okay it. So you would need to order this one book. It costs $20. I believe there's shipping and handling, so it's a little bit more than that, but it's somewhere right in that ballpark. The third option is if you don't have funding, you can just buy this right out of pocket. You can go, it looks like with shipping and taxes it's $29.40. So it looks like for this one, it'd be $20 plus shipping, which is $9.40. So anyway, you can buy this with a credit card right directly from the website. You want to make sure that you get the MathWorks 11 student workbook using this number. It should only charge you $29.40. That is the main thing. Don't get don't pay more than that. And then that's the main 3 ways. I don't know. You could potentially find this on Amazon or something. But yeah, I would say just keep this. These are your 3 options. You will definitely be able to get the curriculum one of these 3 ways. So once you have the curriculum, I definitely recommend first thing you do is print off your formula sheet. You're going to be able to use this for absolutely everything in the course. It is your helpful guide for all the equations and for like just anything that you're going to encounter in the course. Now, I will say that once you buy this MathWorks book, you're going to be working through questions. I'll skip down quickly. You'll be working through, and there's going to be build your skill questions and whatnot. And you might be like, okay, I want to go check the answers in the back of the book. For whatever reason, they did not put the answers in the back of this book. I have no idea why, but they are not there. So instead, you have to print off the answer key, or just at least download this onto your computer. It is not perfect. There are some mistakes, so if you ever run into that, pop in and meet with me and I'll help you out. But there is a separate answer key for this course. Now I'm going to walk you through the course outline because it's a little bit unique. You are doing 4 chapters in the workbook, not all of them. There are 7 chapters. And if I go back up here, you are doing chapters 1 on slope, rate of change. Then you're going to do 5, 6, and 7. Scale representation, financial services, and personal budgets. These chapters are pretty straightforward. You just work through them. And then there are 2 projects as well. And those are split up between the chapters. So you're going to do a probability project and a statistics project. So how do you complete a chapter? This is a little bit unique. You probably have not, well, if you did Workplace Math 10 Hybrid, this is great, but I'm going to pretend like you didn't do that course, and so I'm going to show you how to do it. There are build your skill questions, there are practice your new skill questions, and there are even practice tests. Well, there's a chapter test in the textbook. So I'm going to show you which ones I need you to complete. You are not required to do all of them. So I'm going to actually just skip over to the textbook so I can showcase this to you. We're going to start with chapter 1. Rise over run. This is 1.1. You're going to complete this in an orderly fashion. And then there are build your skill questions. These are just for this purpose. They are building up your skills, building up your toolkit. Some of them are review, and you'll go through them. There's examples beforehand that kind of showcase how to be successful in the build your skill questions. There's multiple examples, there's multiple build your skill questions, and as you go further and further, they have different concepts covered. Until you get to the end of the section where you get to practice your new skill questions. The practice your new skill questions, these are what I would say are essentially your assignments. Okay, so these are assignments that you do on your own, and these are for marks. The build your skill questions are not for marks. These are just for you to try things out, but you actually get a small mark for actually completing the practice and new skill questions. So I'm going to jump back over right here. The build your skill questions are from the book. These are not for marks. So you can have help from friends, family, whoever you need, tutor, all those types of things. However, the practice your new skill questions, these are like an assignment. So you can look at examples in the workbook. You can definitely use your formula sheet and your calculator, but I don't want you to use the answer key. You can definitely use the answer key for the build your skill questions, and I don't want you to get help from other people. If you have an IEP that's a little bit different, but for some of your, like for a regular student, I really want you to be attempting these all on your own. And you're going to record your score from these. So as you can see, once you get to the end, this is like the assignment. You're going to do your best. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 questions. Okay? So this was like assignment 1. And you're just going to record your score, and I'll show that to you in a second. At the end of a unit, I'm going to scroll down. So there's 1.2, a bunch of build your skill questions, more build your skill questions, and then we'll get to our second batch of practice new skills. You can see I helped a student here, so I've got a bunch of work shown. Then I'm going to go down to 1.3. 1.3 is the last chapter, or the last subunit in this one. So at the end of 1.3, there will be practice news questions after these build your skill. More build your skill. And practice your new skill questions. But because this is the last one in the unit, it's a little bit different. Once you get to the end of this, there is a chapter test. This is not for marks, so I am not going to get you to do this chapter test. I have instead created my own. They definitely have questions very similar to these ones, but I created my own that you will complete, and I'm going to go back to the course so I can show you. I'm going to skip out of the course outline for a second, and I'm going to jump over to the very first chapter. So what I want to do is I want to show you a form. So for chapter 1, there are 3 subunits. You are going to tell me the score that you got out of. So you might have gotten like 10 out of 10. That's awesome, 100%. But you might have gotten 7 out of 10, and that's okay. If I see that you got 3 out of 10, I'm like, oh, maybe that student, maybe you need some help in that area. So please be honest here. They're not worth a huge portion of your grade. It's worth a small part. But I do want these practice new skill questions to be worth something, so that you actually do them and learn from this content. I'm just going to show you, once you've completed this, you do not have to do this chapter test. I'm just going to show you kind of what one looks like. But there is a chapter challenge, is what I call them, once you are done. So this chapter challenge, I can see it because I'm the teacher, and it's got some instructions here. It's out of 20, and it is locked. So you are not able to come and complete this unless you have submitted your practice your new skills. So I want you to go through all of chapters 1, or 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 before you go and do this chapter challenge, because I want to make sure that you're ready for it, and hopefully that makes sense. So that is the way a chapter works, and there are 4 of these chapters. So there is chapter 1, chapter 5, chapter 6, and chapter 7. The projects are a lot different. The projects you will just download. You can either download the Word document and type, or you can download the PDF and you can like print it off and you can work in pencil. Totally up to you, whatever one works best, and then you submit your probability project. So the probability and statistics projects are a little bit different, but the chapters all follow the same, and the probability follows the same. I do have a little thing here on help with PDFs. If you are new, it is very easy to scan in work as a PDF. So if you want help, I did put this here. You can watch through some of these videos and learn about that. And then finally, you will get to the end of the course and you will be done, and that's going to be so exciting. The final exam is going to be 6 parts based on the 6 units of this course. So hopefully it is I think it's a very fair final. You will literally be like doing a bunch of questions from chapter 1, like a bunch of questions from chapter 2, a bunch of questions from the probability project, and so on and so forth. So you will be very prepared for the final. by simply completing the 6 units in the course. So that is all for today. I really look forward to meeting you. I hope that this answers some of your questions and that you're ready to get started. Please come and see me on Zoom soon so I can welcome you and get you started. Take care.